Good morning to all my YouTube friends. This is Lee with Lee's Trees, and today we're going to be working on this dwarf Hinoki Cypress. And I've had this tree for a little over a year now, and I've been trying to decide what to do with it. And today's project is going to be something a little more eclectic, let's say. And I'll explain here in just a moment, so let me pause this for a moment. So I have seen a few videos out there, and one most recently from Dave with Dave's Bonsai, that has some trees in like a brake drum, a steel, container rather than a ceramic. And I saw these old blocks here, and these are really old. You can tell because newer block is much smoother nowadays. But anyway, and I thought that would be something that would be a little interesting and different. And so I've actually have one sitting on top of another one here. Oh, let me, whoops, come back. Okay. And you can see I have another block on the bottom there as a base. And I'll gently try to carefully move my tripod and camera and show, I'm not sure how well you can see that, but I've actually drilled some holes and put some screen down in there. And the white stuff is some epoxy to hold the two together. So they are together. All right, so let's get started here in just a moment. All right, let's get started. Of course, you can see I have changed the camera view here so that we can work on this tree. All right. What is this wire? And you can see this thing was definitely needing to be repotted. There we go. All right. Where's that? There it is. There's an extra little piece of wire I cut off there. Get that out of the mix. I hope everyone can see this. All right. Got one really big giant root down in here. I'll get rid of that. Not big giant, but one larger one, and it had a weird kink to it. Okay. All right. Move the little bit of algae on the trunk there, give that a little bit of a scrub, see if we can see our nabari a little bit better there. I probably should get a wire brush for that. Alright, so I've got one root up there that we want to take off. It's a little high. Alright. And just for, again, this is pretty much my front that I'm choosing there, where you can see the trunk. It does have a tiny bit of a kink to it there. Alright. So, let me and we want to okay. Some of those untangled there. I do have another root right here. Not going to be doing a major root prune on it today. Truth is, it doesn't really have a lot of bad roots, so that's looking pretty good. There we go. All right, so not much. Using this piece of plywood here to protect our table underneath. All right. And this is a little bit of a larger potting mix or bonsai mix. Oops, a little bit of it come out there. Okay, dust. There we go. All right. Now, I'm sorry I can't really do this and have the front pointed at you all at the same time. But I'm trying to think of just how. Okay. So. All right. Well, definitely need a little more. And I don't mind reusing this old mix. This looks pretty good, especially down here at the bottom. Using a little bit of that to get us set up. Yeah. course, I got a pretty big cavity to fill here compared to our original little bowl there. And I know this might be a little bit too deep for this particular type of a tree, but again, this is not really following any rules. Okay. That's looking better. And I'm going to be using some of this Shohin mix from the Bonsai Supply. And at the moment, I don't really have a soil scoop like you see a lot of people using. So I just have to do it with my hands here. All right. I'll get them roots tucked down in along the edge there. I like it. I like it. And I'll be showing you here real soon. So let me just give this a few more little taps here. Just want to leave a little bit of a lip on the block. All right. Oh, get my arm out of the way of the camera there. You can tell I'm new at doing this. Okay, so let's see how that looks. Let me look in my camera here. Well, you missed a lot of it. I didn't realize I needed to, lift that up some. All right, the tree does wiggle a tiny bit. I'm going to put it in my little greenhouse so the wind doesn't blow it around too terribly bad, but let me get you a better. Let's see how this does. Okay. And again, we'll try to move the camera a little here and hold the... Okay, that's... All right. One more slow. So, of course, that's our front, pretty much. And back. And if I decide to post this, I hope you'll give it a like and subscribe, etc., etc. And don't give me too many bad comments. Thank you.